Hi everyone, delonewolf here, and welcome back to some EVE Online. And in today's video I want to talk a little bit about setting goals in EVE Online. It's actually something that's pretty important. I think what drives a lot of people to stop with the game or to have breaks in the game is that they end up playing without an actual goal. And so I actually think that that's one of the most important aspects of a sandbox game. It's that you need to set goals for yourself, to find something that you're willing to work towards, to try and achieve. And that way the game stays fun. And setting goals is not something universal, like, I want to be the best PvPer or I want to be a mogul or someone that runs an empire. It's not always that simple. Real life does tend to come in between you and the game from time to time, and so setting yourself realistic goals I think is pretty damn important if you want to keep playing the game. Now I also should say that it's normal that you need a break once in a while. I personally, sometimes I have a real drive. I find something, okay, I'm really gonna go for that. When I found a good C1 wormhole, I said, okay, I'm really gonna go for that. I was playing EVE Online every day for several hours. It was really my main focus, but you cannot always maintain that same pace. And for some people, needing a break for a few weeks or even a few months is actually really normal and just a part of how they play the game. But what can help you if you don't want to take breaks, if you don't want to burn out, is set yourself some realistic goals. And so you'll probably wonder, well, what's your next goal then, delonewolf, since you're telling everyone to always make some goals? Well, here is a really simple one. I decided on the next one. It is this one right there, the bowhead or bowhead, not sure how to pronounce it, but it's one of the ships that was deployed a while ago. I completely forgot about it, but doing a trip to Jita, I actually saw one on the gate, and it's something that I want to own, want to fly. So the requirements, I'm already there. I bought Ore Freighter level 1 and I'm training it at the moment, so I should be able to just buy and fly this. Will it have use? Probably a very limited use. It is a ship that's designed to carry ships that are fitted, that have rigs in them. And so if I want to go an industrial route, what I may try and do is try and find a ship that is flown as a doctrine by an alliance, find out if there's like a high-sec system pretty close by to that, and then really try and manufacture that with the best blueprint originals possible, make some of those fitted ships, bring them over there with the bowhead, try and sell them for a profit on contracts. That's something that I may want to try, but I'm not entirely sure. On the other hand, the bowhead will be very handy to move to another system. I do have several fitted ships, and I think I have a freighter, I have an Orca, but add a bowhead to that and I should be able to move to another system in just 3 trips with those 3 ships. And so it's part of the reason why I want it, and of course I also want it because it looks really cool, and it's a capital ship that you can actually fly in high-sec. And so that's just a mini goal that I've set for myself now. I want to buy and fly and be able to fly a bowhead without having to touch my wallet, so without dipping below the 20 billion and without having to touch on my investments. I'm actually trying to invest a little bit more in some minerals, as you can see right here, but market is pretty competitive now for some reason. I've also made a few investments in some Tech 2 ships, which I'm hoping will yield me some profit, and I still have a little bit of exploration stuff that's going to sell, but I think overall it means I'll need to make close to 1 billion, and that's what I'm going to try and do, mostly by just exploring, playing the game. Exploration is a part of the gameplay that I can actually do for very long periods of time, practically as much as I want or as little as I want as well. If I'm really lucky, I find a good site early on in the evening, then sometimes I just cut my session short, go play another game. It's all about pacing and finding a reason to actually log into the game, play the game. I understand that this is definitely not always easy. Not everyone's ambitions are as care bearish as mine. I do enjoy building stuff. I enjoy just some very relaxed and pretty safe gameplay. There are people that actually look more for a thrill, for PvP stuff, although I always do still feel that there are options to do this without needing huge chunks of time dedicated to EVE Online. You know, if you want a PvP, oh, this is actually a wormhole. If you want a PvP, well, you can always just try some solo PvP, some destroyers or frigates, go out in low sec, try and have some fun that way. And so that is OUW, and that's in a wormhole. So unfortunately, nothing good right here, but we'll move on to the next system. And I'll keep talking a little bit about the goals. So for PvP, guys, it can be a little bit more tricky because of course you do need some money if you want to fund your PvP ambitions, but there are options to have fun with that. You know, you can try with frigates, try with destroyers, go up to a cruiser here and there, or just join an alliance or a corporation that has ship replacements if it's more fleet battles that you want. But it's a very personal choice, and it depends from player to player. And me, myself, I do enjoy industry, I enjoy mining, I enjoy exploration, I enjoy PvE side of EVE Online. I guess what attracts me the most to this is the fact that it's all part of the sandbox, and everything that I'm producing and making has, however small, however negligible, a small impact on the entire economy of EVE Online. Everything I mine, the tritanium, still has value. Even 10 years later in the game, tritanium that has been mined at any time in the history of EVE Online, and this is actually an empty system, and that's not going well. So anything that has been done in the game maintains value because it's a sandbox. Nothing gets completely devalued into oblivion. There are exceptions here and there, but generally this economy is pretty healthy, and so I feel that my playtime, as long as it's not a huge effort for myself personally, that it's worth it. And then setting myself some small goals, like here I want this new ship, it's gonna cost me about 1.3 billion ISK. It's not gonna have an immediate use or an immediate profit, it's not gonna magically appear because I have it, but it's just something fun to do. And what the hell is happening here? Another empty system, that's not good. I would like to find a good combat site, that's just not happening here at the moment. But yeah, this is my short-term goal. I actually think that I can get there in maybe 2 to 3 weeks of doing a bit more exploration in the evening after work. I should be able to scrounge together another billion, sell all of that, and then just jump into a bowhead that I'll buy straight off the market. So I wonder what are your goals in EVE Online at the moment? Maybe you can inspire other people or give me ideas. Those are always welcome. A lot of people are probably constantly thinking, what should I do next? Why should I be logging into EVE Online, or why should I play EVE Online? Well, it's a sandbox, and you actually have to find that answer for yourself, but finding inspiration from other players, I think, can definitely help. So yeah, let me know, what are your goals in EVE Online at the moment? Are you a bit more like me, more solo oriented, just doing your own thing, trying to find fun stuff to do, you know, live events? Definitely, if there's one there, I want to try and join that. Now I've got the bowhead to work on. Are you more like that, or do you have a corporation or an alliance with maybe nullsec ambitions? That would be really cool, I think. I'm not sure. From what I've read that on Reddit, the current, the new sovereignty system is not received that well. A lot of people are talking about boredom and that there's too many nodes, so it's a bit too much work to find something. But I don't know. Are there any of you guys that have ambitions in nullsec to try and capture a system there, or several systems? Or are there any other things that you're doing? At least there's something to scan here, so we can get rid of these two. I'm sure that there's actually a lot of people in wormhole space. I've seen several fights actually in wormhole space, so that could be really cool too. And then there's faction warfare, incursions, just playing the mark. There's so much to do in EVE Online that for me, who's been playing pretty much non-stop for several years, it's almost a bit strange to see that people quit because they don't really know what to do in the game. But on the other hand, I can understand that finding a goal and setting a goal, sometimes I have to go look for something myself, something to do in EVE Online, a reason to log in, and that's not always that easy. So yeah, I don't know. If you have goals, feel free to share that with me and the other viewers, because maybe you'll just help someone find their way in the game. And unfortunately, this is again another wormhole, so not really anything that I'm able to run, but I'm going to continue my exploration right here. I'm going to try and make that 1 billion ISK with a few good combat sites. Let me quickly save that one. DSW. And maybe we'll just quickly check the final system that is next to my home. So Yona, pretty damn awesome, having 4 systems next to it, all interconnected in 2 triangles. So it's really a minimal of jumps, and I can actually check 5 systems for juicy sites. That's actually something that I do like about my location. I've got a set pattern of a set number of systems that I check, and I usually do pretty well. On any given evening I do find several good combat sites with at least a chance for some awesome loot. But yeah, set your goals in EVE Online. I've got a small one now. I'm gonna work on a bowhead and I'll keep you guys up to date. For now, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.